Hello, I am Annie Block, Executive Editor at Interior Design Magazine, and I would like to welcome you to a product tour during NeoCon Now, 2 weeks of special programming created for and by Design TV by Sandow. These virtual tours are where we delve into the companies, products, and trends grabbing the industry. We get to go face-to-face and one-on-one virtually with the people behind the designs. Today, we're exploring Aspecta, a vinyl flooring company specializing in luxury LVT plank and towel products, ideal for commercial built environments with heavy footfall, restaurants, hotel, multi-unit residential buildings. Very exciting. Aspecta is debuting 2 new flooring products with us today. The first is Contours and the second is Elemental. To talk about them and the company overall, I'm joined by 2 very talented women from Aspecta. First, we have Claudia Kunath, who is the Director of Design Development. And second, we have Kendra Mahen, Commercial Sales and National Account Manager. Welcome to you both. So this is truly an international meeting of the minds. Claudia, you're coming to us from Germany, yes?
Right, yeah. I live here nearby Cologne, so very much in the center of Germany.
Good, and things are going okay there as far as you know?
Yeah, fine, yeah. Things are getting better. We're quite happy.
Good. And Kendra, you're also from an exotic locale. You're in Wichita, Kansas, yes?
Correct, yes.
Good. And things are okay there as well?
Everything is good, healthy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm coming to you from New Jersey, so yay for technology that we're all coming together to have this great meeting and discussion about Aspecta. So I thought, Kendra, you could kick us off with a little bit of a company overview. I know the company has roots that date way back to 1912, but was officially founded in 2014, so it's sort of old and young at the same time. So tell us more.
Yes. All right. Well, Aspecta was actually launched in 2014 at NeoCon of that same year,
Okay.
developed by the Stone family. And I should probably preface, the Stone family is one of the oldest LVT producers in the world.
Wow.
Going back to like what you stated to 1912. The reason they developed Aspecta was so we could actually have a truly specifiable product. And it's not just a US product, again, it's a global product. We stock in the USA, Europe, and Asia Pacific.
And you both have been with the company for several years. So I think, Claudia, you've been with the company for, what is it, over 6 years about?
Yeah, actually, when the company was established, the Stone family decided to found operation in Europe. I started together with Marcel, the CEO from Aspecta, from the very beginning. So
Wow.
we kind of grew up the business and the brand from here.
Do we want to jump right into the new products? So I think, Kendra, you were going to introduce Contours.
So Contours is a very unique style. There are actually 4 styles involved. The Chambord, which is a chevron single plank style. The Chantilly, which is a whalebone single plank style. The Versailles, which is a chevron plank grande. And then the Tarascon, which is a basket weave plank grande. They're all an 8mm isocore click system. It's a 22 mil wear layer. They all have our DuraSpect finish, which the DuraSpect finish is it's basically a similar product to ceramic bead, however, it's beefier, and it actually provides protection against the fine scratches and scuffing. It has a 20-year non-prorated commercial warranty and a 10-year prorated labor warranty, which is
Wow.
some of the best in the industry, especially for the 22 mil wear layer. All 4 styles are actually available in 8 colors, so you can mix and match and coordinate them throughout your facility.
Great. Claudia, why don't you tell us a little bit, in developing this line, I think it sounds like it's a great fit for the hospitality sector. I found the patterns to be really, really engaging and create a lot of rhythm. I love the large scale. So what did you see? What was the need in the industry for these patterns? How did you develop it?
we can see that chevron and herringbone are quite classic. Actually, even historical patterns. You can see them coming up from time to time. And I think now, after we had maybe 10 years where we had a lot of simplistic, very straightforward flooring installations with only one single plank in a room, that there is a retro trend coming back. And so people really like to create even commercial areas more individual, more creative, and
more custom looking.
Yeah, and so this fits very well to it. And what we did do is take this trend, this traditional plan, classic trend, and transformed it into a more modern way with very simplistic oak, very modern colors and reduced. And it looks as if it goes very well together.
Yes, I mean, we're certainly seeing the trends for flooring, you know, like a European style, a lot of wood grains, and that ability to sort of look like it's custom, but without you know, the time and the cost for custom. I really love chambord. That's the large scale chevron. I think it's very impactful. And the Tarascon, I think it has that sort of Scandinavian, right? It has that sort of higgy, that buzzword right now, very cozy.
Actually, it's the Tarascon is my favorite one. It looks so classic but so modern at the same time, and it has not been seen so often. Like chevron and herringbone are more, people are more used to see it, and this is something
a little different. Yeah, no, it's really unusual, but really creates a nice rhythm for a room. For anyone who's just joining us, we are doing a product tour during NeoCon Now, and we are talking with Claudia Kunath and Kendra Mahen from Aspecta, which is a luxury vinyl flooring company, and we are talking about 2 new products, Contours and Elemental. So I guess that's a good segue to get into Elemental, the next new product we're talking about. So Kendra, do you want to take it away and tell us about Elemental by Aspecta?
Absolutely. So Elemental by Aspecta has 4 options. The first is an 8mm ISO core click system. Again, a 22 mil wear layer. It has our DuraSpect finish. It is also available in 16 SKUs. So you have a great selection to choose from for your facility. The second option is a 2.5mm dry back. So it's a glue down option. 22 mil wear layer, has a ceramic bead finish, and there's over 30 SKUs.
Wow.
Now the third and fourth options are kind of unique. So it's available in a 6.5mm ISO core or a 2mm dry back. And so they both have a 12 mil wear layer. They both have the DuraSpect finish, and there's 10 SKUs for both the dry back and the ISO core. So you can actually use the dry back and the glue down option in the same facility with the same colorways.
Wow. Well, I think that's an amazing amount of choice, which I know designers and architects and end users really, it's really great when they have so much choice. And the client, of course, loves that too. So now, and this has existed in Europe already, but it's new to the US market, correct?
That is correct. We just launched it here. And what we're looking at is this is going to be ideal for hospitality, even maybe multifamily retail use. So something where you're going to have more of, you're going to want more of a residential feel, a residential look, but you want the commercial performance.
And Elemental, it still has that high style, high design feel, but it is a little bit more for the conscientious price point. Yes?
You got it. That's correct.
Claudia, why don't you tell us a little bit about the design behind it?
Yeah, we with Elemental, we also want to focus on the target group, on the residential target group. So we have also a thinner product which goes into housing or into more residential areas. So we needed a quite broad design selection.
Right.
And we so, as you mentioned, we launched it first for in the European market, so we had to cover a lot of different country styles, individual styles. We have southern Mediterranean, warmer colors. We have the cooler Scandinavian colors, and so we had to integrate it all. And it's so great to see that it also is received so well in the US. So this shows me that the world is growing together and taste
Yeah.
is growing together, which is quite nice and
Great.
impressive.
And it's exciting to be expanding into the residential market, because I think we think of Aspecta as mostly commercial and hospitality. So that's great to be expanding, especially in this challenging time.
Yeah, I think these areas grow together, like hotel and also the medical sector is growing together, but also people do not live only in hotels, they have that apartment solutions. So I think also these areas are growing together.
Yeah, certainly hospitals and residences are in the forefront right now. Kendra, were you going to talk a little bit about how large hotel chains were really, had Elemental was doing well there?
Absolutely. We are working with a couple of hotel chains, larger markets, and they have standardized the Aspecta Elemental product within several of their properties. And obviously, once we get going back into construction in all of our markets, I think you'll start seeing it in a lot more of their properties.
Great. Yeah, well, it offers so much choice and so much durability that it makes sense.
It does.
Yeah. So again, for anybody who's just joining us, we're speaking today with Aspecta, a luxury vinyl flooring company. So Kendra and Claudia, I know that Aspecta has a strong focus on sustainability and transparency, which is super awesome. I think, taking care of the environment is going to become more and more important after what we're going through with this pandemic. So there's so much that you do. Do you want to, Kendra, tell us a little bit about the company's efforts in those areas?
Absolutely. We actually have a team that works specifically on all of our transparency guidelines, our documents, working across the board within the industry. And we want to be a leader. We are a leader in the transparency area for our product line. We actually have obtained our HPDs, which is a healthcare product declaration. We have our EPD, which is the environmental product declaration. We actually have Declare. We are on the mindful materials. And then our factory just received the Just label. And we are the first factory to receive that, which is exciting because basically what the Just label is a transparency document for your manufacturing and for your mill.
Amazing. And I think those two factories, they're in Asia, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, so that's amazing that there's that sort of transparency going on, much needed.
Yes.
Were you the first flooring company to place a Declare label on all its commercial and residential products?
That is correct.
Yeah, that's great. And then by mid this year, every product, all 6 collections, will have those EPDs.
Correct. All 3 of our flagship Aspecta products, and then all of our Elemental by Aspecta will all have the transparency documents.
That's great. That is such a help. So Claudia, do you want to talk to us a little bit more about, what you're seeing in flooring trends, or, what you're shooting for in the future?
I hope to see much more in the hotel sector, because I think hotels are such a great inspiration as well. As a designer, if you create something fancy like ornamental designs, maybe in the standard projects or in residential areas, people would be a little bit more careful, but in a hotel you have really kind of a playground where you can create really fancy things. I think the more detailed cut design and the ornamental thing will stay with us for a while, because it's such a luxurious thing. It's so attractive and impressive. I think it will be there for a while.
And I imagine that because it's vinyl, these surfaces are highly and easily cleanable.
Yeah, that's for sure a very important argument, and mainly I think in hotel rooms where normally carpets used to be, it's such a great alternative to have that in that area. And actually, yeah, this is the most important part of the hotel, the room.
Yeah, definitely. And even though it's not a soft surface, it's very comfortable underfoot and acoustically sound. Yeah.
Yeah, and people feel safe even in a hotel if they
Mhm.
don't need to wear shoes when they
Right.
step out of the bed, and I
Yeah.
think people enjoy that.
Claudia, tell us a little bit more about the look of the Aspecta products, the authenticity that you go for.
Yeah, because it's a reproduction of real material in most of the cases. It's very important to have a very good scan, a very detailed scan,
Mhm.
which is most realistic and three-dimensional, but not overemphasized. And then we pick it up in the surface, means we're having an in register emboss on many of our designs, especially on the contours, and that highlights really the details of the product, which in case of contours was a very modern, simplistic design.
Yeah.
So what we highlighted was mainly the grain, the pores, the brushed surface effect, and some subtle knots, and this reflects together with a matte and very matte surface, very nice, the wood it was made of.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're really beautiful. And the contour line, that's a floating floor line, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, great, great. Well, I really think I think the four patterns are really beautiful. Kendra, why don't you tell us a little bit about the cleanability of the Aspecta products?
Absolutely. All of our Aspecta products, the way they're finished, it actually makes it a rather easy product to clean. And with it being vinyl, it's a non-organic product. You will actually, it inhibits the growth of mold and bacteria, which is fabulous for hospitality, healthcare, education.
Yeah, sure.
But the great thing is that all you need is a microfiber dust mop to
Ah,
dust mop it daily. And then if you actually want to mop it, you just need a pH neutral cleanser. And
wow.
we have a pH neutral cleanser called the Prevail Cleaner, and it's super easy to use.
That's great. So you don't even need to use water, which is also sustainable.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. And then I know
Mhm.
that there's a lot of concern right now with everything going on in the environment.
For sure.
We have, taken a look at the CDC and the EPA guidelines, and there are some recommendations, and we absolutely can have some of our technical team talk to you about that. And obviously, we always recommend with any cleaners, you test it in a very hidden area and
Right.
just see how it goes. But yes, pH neutral is all you need.
That's really a comfort going forward as hotel projects and restaurant projects come back to life and go back into construction. Why don't you tell us more about the flagship collections too?
Absolutely. Well, we do have 3 product lines in our flagship collection. The
Okay.
one that we launched in 2014, which is our Aspecta 5, it's a 28 mil wear layer. It's a 3.2 millimeter gauge thick product, which is a pretty beefy product and performs wonderfully. We have the Duraspect finish on that, so you will have the finish against the fine scuffs and scratching.
Great.
There's over 60 SKUs, and that includes woods and stones.
Wow.
And then it has a 25-year non-prorated commercial warranty with that same 10-year prorated labor warranty.
Yeah.
Then we have our Aspecta 10, and that is a 10 millimeter gauge thick product, a pretty beefy product. We have installed this in several applications, and the great thing is that because it's 100% vinyl,
Mhm.
it actually is a waterproof product.
Wow.
So water will not affect the integrity of the product.
That's great. That's so great.
It is. It has our drop lock 100 click system. It has the Duraspect finish, and there's over 30 SKUs.
Wow.
And it does carry the same warranty as Aspecta 5. So you have a 25-year non-prorated
Mhm.
commercial warranty and that same 10-year prorated labor warranty.
Is that longer than other flooring companies?
Absolutely. The average is about a 20-year that you'll see for the higher, even
Mm,
for 40 mils. And
mm,
so we know that our product performs, and
mm.
that's why we have given it that 25-year commercial warranty.
That's amazing. That's so helpful to the designers, to the
It
specifiers.
is.
Mhm.
And then we have one last product line in our flagship collection. It's our Aspecta One, and then we have Aspecta One Ornamental.
Mm,
So first, the Aspecta One is a 22 mil wear layer, has a
mhm.
2.5 millimeter gauge thickness, and it has ceramic bead finish. It has a 20-year non-prorated commercial warranty, and then the same 10-year prorated labor warranty. Then we have our ornamental, which is a complementary product that our design team came up with, and it basically is a sexier version as a coordinate to the Aspecta One. And you'll see some various patterns and designs that will work with our running line Aspecta One products.
Great. That's good to throw in a little sexy sometimes.
It is.
That's great. It's great. And I also wanted to say that it's really amazing that the contour collection is just, you forget that it's vinyl. I mean, the wood just, it looks so much like wood. So it's really exciting addition to the flooring market. So
It is. We have
yeah,
had several designers and end users comment on the fact that because of our embossing and how our films look, and I
yeah,
give credit to our design team for this,
yeah.
that initially they thought we were launching wood, and we've informed them that it's vinyl, and they are absolutely amazed at how stunning all of our visuals are.
No, they really are beautiful. So congratulations to you both. It's a great debut.
Thank you.
So that was a great discussion about Aspecta's two new collections that we are launching. We're not launching them today, but we showed them today. It was Contours, which is a large scale pattern of wood designs, beautiful. And then Elemental, another great collection that offers so much choice. And this is with Aspecta, the luxury vinyl flooring company that specializes in LVT, plank, and tile products. Really great for high traffic commercial interiors, hotels and restaurants and residential, multi-unit residential buildings. And this was product tour during NeoCon Now. And for those of you who are interested and able, we have this continues until June 19th. So please check back in and tune back in if you can. And thank you both, Claudia and Kendra from Aspecta. It was great talking with you, and look forward to future conversations.